Alright, welcome back to Amnesia Machine for Pigs. Let's see, I had just walked through that door. Alright. So, I think we're still looking for our kids, and somehow they've gone this way, maybe. Hi! Oh, hello. Yes?
Jaw be unshackled, and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Make me clean, madness, that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
You're making less and less sense! This dude is making less and less sense as time goes by. I think he's just going more and more insane. Hello again! Oh, see? Aha! What do you think about that? What's this? So that's just a glass. Ah, music's playing. That's nice. It's creepy music too. That's just a shirt. Why would you keep... ooh. May 1st, 1899. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brute were harnessed thus? Would they sing? Would they find their own god? I have seen these things, and I will tell you now, no, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a god thrust upon them, and worship it thus given. In this, I realized, they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross the giant evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. Well, I'm insane. Nope, door, chair, you're not a door. This is a door. Alright. You know what, it's that crazy thing again. That's good. Let's see if we can find anything else that proves how insane we are. August 22nd of the same year. In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly. But perhaps it is simply a case of a nation founded without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories. They are compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. The engineers we employed talk of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What palaces lie beneath us? We are digging, excavating, and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architect tells me, there is a great iron ball. It is the egg of the world. Not entirely true. But the fact that what the... I have no words for what just happened there, because I don't know. Alrighty then. Dentures and glasses are apparently terrifying. Actually, let me go check something. Maybe I can actually figure out what actually was this. It just looks like dentures and glasses. But a lot of dentures and glasses. Why are there so many dentures and glasses there? Or teeth and glasses? It's odd. Rather suspicious, I will say. Yes, this door was open part way, so there must be something in here, right? Unless there's absolutely nothing in here, and it's just, you know, a toilet, in case I pee myself. Alright, that's good. But I guess what I was going at was that there's, let me finish what I was saying. I went to Scotland at one point, and their city is basically built on top of the old cities, and that is true. And there's like all these tunnels, and even like years upon years ago in the 1800s or whatever, they had still built on top of like older places, and the poor used to live down in these tunnels. and there was a fire, and people who went down to the tunnels to hide from the fire were actually baked alive in there. And this interesting, happy fact brought to you by Amnesia, Machine for Pigs. Okay. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry. I should probably say it's the same year. Everything is in the same year. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of laudanum derivative in feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the This means that when we drag them from the holding pens not onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage the machine components, other products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits. And we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means that we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regard. Basically saying we're going to find more music in the Machine for Pigs. Yay. Warning, fueling pumps, volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive. Wear protection! I'm wearing so much protection, probably. Or maybe not. Probably I'm not wearing any protection at all. Alright. Hold on. What's here? Wear protection. Again. Oh, journal! This time it's mine, right? Oh, I haven't read a few journals. I shall do that. It seems this chemical processor is merely one part of a larger complex. No easy route for me. Then I will follow my fever, the calls of my children, wherever they may lead me, as I move further into the strange empire. Isn't this your factory? All the suggestions of a large workforce, yet no actual signs of life. It is every bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex, yet this facade, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification. But I must put aside my anxieties, quell the unease in my pits in the stomach, and continue on my path. It appears to be some kind of fueling station. I have seen automobiles demonstrated at Mr. Yarkham and Mr. Simmons' works, but the smell here is all wrong. This is not petroleum. Of that I am sure. Everything suggests to me this machine must be significant in some way. Whoop, I was actually pushing the wrong button. Well, before I do that, let's take a look around, I think. Nope, we're not taking a look there, apparently. That's a window. That is locked. Oh. There we go. Excuse me? Would you like to do that again, please? September 28th, 1899. Imagine, they say, a machine, one day that might look like a man, as if this is to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breathes like a pig. Men and women upon all fours, running carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets, alleys and gutters, running freely with a careless spill of their conjoinings. The air thick with their whimperings of lust, bodies streaked with their own emissions. We have created a world where man is so utterly debased, he will spray his seed over passers-by, and yet this is the condition Babbage aspired to. No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity should be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage's... sometimes this text is odd to read. As I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters whilst they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. Isn't that me who's writing that, and I don't know that I'm writing it? Or, maybe? Maybe I'm just some dude who had, found a place. I don't know. Alright, I think I'm actually progressing. And not entirely what I want to do. There's obviously something here that I need to do. Oh, it doesn't actually work, or does it? No. No, it's missing something. Alright. Okay, so I was kind of going the right way, so I just gotta continue along this way then. There we go. Into the clear night air. Strangers not allowed on this works. Inquiries to be made at the lodge. Oh, I was just there. Okay, now I'm on the outside area. Alright. It appears to be raining. Well, it not really appears. Ooh. That's actually kind of pretty looking. Boycott! Ban swine stands from our streets. Man, this factory must close. Oh, I guess he's polluting the streets with things. With the probably corpses of pigs or whatever. Or poop. Could be both. Could be all of them. Either way, it would stink. Hey, journal entry. The church is connected to the plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main part of the facility. Given the locked doors around the fueling station. The truck blocks my way, however, almost as if the saboteur knew that I might consider this alternative entrance. Oh! Nearly missed that. Delivery schedule. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damned schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed new-fangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine, and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls. We end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the ones in the storeroom's empty again. I can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it, says I. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar. Oh. I see. Sort of. Shall I drive the car? Would that make sense? You know. Or maybe I have to find another way in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna look, because I haven't actually finished looking over here. Whee!
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
Mandus Company Meatpacking Facility. Yep, meatpacking industries. Oh, how glorious. I guess we're just squeezing in. Chemical transportation danger, highly corrosive, highly flammable. Why do you need these chemicals in meatpacking? What was that? The strains container. This canister looks as if it may fit the fuel pump I saw earlier. It certainly carries the same fetid, unholy reek. I will not think of that which I saw past me in its cage. I will not gaze again into that dark machine room. A more immediate task presents itself, and the opportunity perhaps to gain access to St. Dunstan's. Oh, so I gotta bring this back to the thing. I can't do that. Why? What was in the cages that I couldn't look at that apparently was breaking my brain? I'm not seeing anything, unless if it's, you know, pigs. Ah, is that where I be? That's apparently where I be. Alright. I shall take this. I have retrieved the item. And I take this here? Or do I just bring it back to the fueling station in the original place location? Oh, I actually did not notice this here now when it wasn't there before. So that is new. Okay, I wonder if I have to bring it all the way back here. That would make sense. Oop. Something's gonna happen here. Whoop. Okay, this is what I do. Smelly, smelly, smelly pig juices. Ah! Ah! Okay. Dear sweet Lord of all that is good and holy, I must make my escape. Grasp this container and its putrid contents and flee this place before that creature, that nearly man thing, returns. I will head for the church. Surely such an abomination could not follow into that hallowed ground. Probably it could. I would guess. Is it safe? That is a stupid question. It's not safe, of course. We're playing Amnesia. Where did that thing come from or go? Alright. Whoops. I dropped dangerous chemicals all over the ground. Whoops. I did it again. I'm so careful with these dangerous chemicals, dropping them all over the ground, and running with them, like I do with scissors every day. Alright, so these go here? Ah, okay. And then I do a thing. Oh!
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
Sit up, birdie! Ooh, what's this? Looks like it's interesting. Alright. We're Mundus, right? So we're the guy in charge of this evil factory. So we're the bad guy, I think. I think we're the bad guy. And we're being led through a series of... traps and whatnot to kill us because we're the bad guy. Interesting concept. I think this is what's going on. So if I die, it's a good thing. Right? Right? Don't laugh at me! Or do. That's probably fine. Alright. I'll make a way through you. Level! Livestock and Bibles. Higgledy piggledy blue china eyes, my love comes to me in the faintest disguise, or fairest disguise. We skip and we totters, I seize her hind trotters, and enter her porcelain thighs. What?